Who told you to click on this video, scary ass nigga? Yes, sir. I already know why you pulled up to this video. You looking for the biggest. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this shit. New to it. Oh my gosh, Coach Cooper, you the realest in the building. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh my gosh, Coach Cooper, hey my baby. I might get with you after this. You know I'm big chillin'. It's Coach Cooper. Ooh, yes, sir. You already know who it is, man. It's your favorite Thick Snow Bunny's favorite sports journalist. True View Sports News very own, man. You saw that title. You saw that thumbnail. Your mind got intrigued. So I'm going to give it to you. Can Manny Pac Man pack up Mario Barrios? Now, many people hate this fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. We already saw the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. We ain't trying to see somebody else's get put on a goddamn stretcher. So I'm gonna give you my take on what I think about Pac Man Pacquiao coming out of retirement at my father's age, at 46 years old, and going up against Mario Barrios, a talented fighter. You would argue, as he's been boxing for a while, but as far as age, he's still in his physical prime for the WBC belt, championship belt, after being in a hiatus for almost, 4 years now? And then I'm also talk about the co-main, Fundora versus Sue. If you haven't seen the first fight, please do. I think the second fight, somebody's getting taken to pack up paradise first class. Before I yap away this whole goddamn introduction, because I already see it's taking too long. Y'all know the order of things on this channel. And if you're new here, I'm finna tell you, you fire up that like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you feel like a real nigga. And I'm gonna fire up this good old Thornica Laruski, okay? We done got the whole goddamn 3.5 in that bitch. Yes, sir. Gets the creative juices flowing. Be spitting real facts once the Zod kick in. You know what I'm saying? We like Jeff and Matt Hardy. Back to business, man. We got the greatest slideshows on God's green earth. We don't have too many today, though, so, hold on. Okay, got some shit floating in the air. I don't even know what that was. I'm going to give you the review of Manny versus Mario pay-per-view. Now, the whole card isn't released. I think some more fights is going to come out. But let's go top to bottom for what we do know is going to take place. It looks like this July. So, Pac-Man Manny should be back in the city cooking this summer. So, Manny out of retirement. Mario Barrios, I'm happy because there was some rumors about him saying he was done or like he was leaving. I'm not sure how true that was. If it was just these weak ass YouTubers using bullshit ass thumbnails. You know, thumbnails and titles is always true over here. But if so, I'm glad that he gets a big fight on his way out. I'm going to talk about the main event a little bit more on the slide after this, the last slide. But I'm going to tell you something about Mario Barrios. He's the one. He's that guy. He just had a great performance. He had a draw. A split draw on the Jake Paul card. A lot of people became fans of him and his opponent, showing the kahunas in the warrior, the spirit that they had in the ring. They're hard to break. He was getting broken down. He was taking his best punches, but also giving them back. So Mario Barrios, he deserves a fight like this after having a previous performance like that with a big name. Everyone's going to tune in. I like the matchup. Now, the matchup that I think is going to steal the show, that most people are going to remember, crazy to think that this matchup is a co-main after the numbers it did the first time. Tim Tszyu versus Stefan Fundora. Probably said that wrong. Sebastian Fundora. Goddamn. I was all the way off. Both of these guys, I think are talented. I just think Fundora has been getting a lot better, and after that fight that they had, Tim Tszyu has looked like he's kind of been on a decline. He got his last win against that fighter over there that was a undefeated prospect. However, the way that he won the fight, Tim Tszyu looked like he was still there to be hit. Looked like he was still chinny. I'm not sure how to describe it. If you watch that fight with the dude who packed him up pretty quickly, I forgot his name. It's a Chutstian. I'm gonna put his picture in the video. But that fight, you watch that fight, that nigga looked like he was scared in there. Like, and he felt like he was bleeding. He was nervous. It looked like, you know, the Sebastian Fundora fight took a lot out of Tim Tszyu. He has not looked like the same, ooh, this dude is fighting anyone, anywhere. He's that man, Tim Tszyu, that we used to know. I know people got hyped that he got a finish, and they were saying him, Tszyu is back. I do not think so. I think the moment he steps back with the top of that division, he's taking a dirt nap. Now, this first fight was a war. I got Sebastian Fundora packing up Tim Tszyu. I do think that is going to be a scrapping, that he's going to come in there with a little bit, you know, a chip on his shoulder from how we got fucking John Jones elbowed at the top of his shit the last time. I'm expecting this to be a potential fight of the night. What's crazy is going to have some competition. Already, it was the first fight of the year candidate for 2025. Cruz versus Farrell. Let's give a round of applause to boxing, because the issue that people have with boxing, also they did it with Tank versus Lamont too. Let me know in the comments if you want me to review that. They're running the rematches back immediately. Usually there's some time between it. Usually there's some build up. We're doing it UFC style, except 10 times better. Their rematches as of late have been kind of whack. But before I get off track on that, Cruz versus Ferrero bombs. If you haven't seen that first fight, please do. I don't care if you with your granny, your auntie, your side hoe. Put on that fight and enjoy a show. They were trying to punch each other's heads off of their torso. They were trying to dislocate the vertebrae with hooks. I don't imagine this fight, the way that they were taking the punches that first fight, I don't think the human body is able to do that a second time for real. So those are the 3 fights we have. I'm not sure if they could just make that like that. I like when boxing does that, 3 big fights. I know this past weekend it didn't pan out. This weekend would be insane. Because let me tell you something about the main event I'm going to talk about on the next slide. Every single matchup that I have on this slide here is a barn burner. It's work rate, work weight. None of these guys is going to be on no dancing shit. This is every single fight, meet in the middle and slug. This fight right here, overall card, these 3 fights they put together, I have to give it a 9 out of 10. People are going to, you know what, I'm going to correct that. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10 because people are upset about Manny's age. And that is a thing. He's closer to 50 than 40 now when this fight takes place. But let me give a true review of PAC Man Pacquiao. Y'all already see the number. We gonna spark this up. We gonna take a hit for my man because his legacy is crazy. This is the highest score I've given on this channel. It's probably gonna be the highest score, obviously, for a minute. I don't think I'm gonna give another 10 out in a while. So this isn't just glazing. We gonna give a celebration hit for our man Manny Pac Man Pacquiao, the fucking president, whatever the fuck he is. He cooking. He different. Shout out to the Philippines, man. He really put on. If you aren't educated about, you know, different cultures, definitely start with the Philippines. That's a culture you want to learn about. Very humble beginnings, humble people, and a lot of interesting history. So, shout out to them. This is not a fucking Geograph type of channel, though. So, we going to get back to business, man. True review of Pac Man. He's 62, 8-2, 39 fucking KOs. 39 people have taken a deep slumber fucking around with this man. Again, your favorite fighter probably don't even have half of that many fights, let alone knockouts. This is insane. The craziest thing on why I gave him a 10 out of 10, a 8 weight division champ, no one's ever done it more than that. He started off fighting at 106 pounds. I don't even think my big little sister weighs that little. And she's little. That is 106 pounds. And he went all the way up to fight 154-pound men. Y'all look at 154. You got people like Boots that's like sitting at 147 because they feel comfortable there. We got people sitting at 140. Think about all the fighters there. Crawford jumping up to 154, you know, and showing like struggling. He went from 106. He was a pipsqueak to 154. Let his nut hang. And even when he went up there, he was only weighing the heaviest 144.6 pounds. I might have to take another hit for that. This nigga is him. Oh my goodness. Champion in 4 fucking decades. He was a champion in the 90s. Champions in the thousands. Champions in the 2010s. When we was cranking that Soldier Boy, this nigga had a belt. The big jeans. The fucking marker on the shades. When we was all rocking foam posits in the 2010s. When we thought the skinny jeans with the cuffs was clean. Sperry's with no socks. Ugly God was the top rapper. SoundCloud bussin'. Back then, yes, those days, this man was a champion. And yes, he was a champion in the 2020s. Quit playing with him. His best skills, hands, always there. The speed, crazy, next to nothing. The heart, the crazy combos. 8-punch combinations, 10-punch combinations. Quick footwork. He had calves the size of ballistic missiles. The tenacity, trained like no other. Fought like no other. Had heart. Always came game. You can't tell me you've seen a boring Pacquiao fight because of him. Look at the list of names. I'm not even going to go through all these because it's so long, but he beat Manuel Marquez twice. Eric Morales twice. Tim Bradley twice. Antonio Margarito. Sugar Mosley. Broner. Thurman was a great win. He came and beat Thurman when he was undefeated. That was my fighter, and I thought Thurman was a for sure shoe-in win. You can't tell me he had a better career. I don't give a fuck he lost 8 times and had 2 draws. That happens when you fight for 4 fucking decades, doofus. Some of y'all would really comment that, oh, he had 8 losses. He's been slept before. He got knocked out by... So fucking what? This nigga done fought the Avengers, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four. He done fought everybody. And he's still fighting. And he's going to fight Mario Barrios. Let me tell you something. If we had to sit here and say Mario Barrios' weakness is what? His most... he gets hit a lot. He gets wilted. People tend to exchange with him and they get their punches off. What is Pacquiao good at? Combinations, a whole bunch of punches at one time. I think he can get a lot of punches off on Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios is not out here landing one-punch KOs on people as of lately. I know Manny Pacquiao is 46, and I know y'all are going to reference his fight that he had with the kickboxer. A kickboxer in his fucking prime who was huge. Pause, but y'all saw the size of this dude's back? Big Japanese or Korean dude, wherever he's from. Don't cancel me. Wherever the fuck that dude's nationality is. Went in there. They had 3 rounds. It was an exhibition. He was fighting like it was a championship. He was in there. And you can see Manny Pacquiao kind of just like going through the motions. But Manny Pacquiao was still moving. He was still ducking punches. He was still on the inside. He landed an uppercut that actually looked like it temporarily, for a split second, wobbled this opponent, who has a very good resume over there. He was supposed to fight Ryan Garcia at one point. Manny Pacquiao fought this man. Gave him 3 rounds. He was still ready to go. But if Manny Pacquiao was, you know what I'm saying, he looks like he still has what made him Manny Pacquiao. Referencing another fighter who fought till he was old. George Foreman, he was able to win a championship that late because, again, no one believed he was going to do it until he did it. But he still had his powerful hooks, and his hooks won him that. Manny Pacquiao looks like his hand speed is still there. I know he's just training, but for him to be of age and still move, look at the videos next to each other. They look the same. Still in shape, tremendous shape. Now, obviously he looks his age, but he looks like he's extremely healthy and in shape for his age. Mario Barrios is not a violent knockout KO artist. Send him home. Manny Pacquiao should be able to hold his own. Now, I'm not sure about, 12 rounds. That's kind of crazy to think. But if you told me Manny Pacquiao was confident in his cardio, I believe him. So I like the fight. Am I going to take Manny Pacquiao? As of right now, Manny or Mario? Y'all are probably saying this guy has no boxing knowledge for considering this. But tell me, if a Manny Pacquiao showed up 70% of himself before, or even 65%, and Mario Barrios doesn't show up game, do you think that Manny Pacquiao would be able to win that fight? I would say yes. Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know. If I had to bet money on it, I'd bet on it going a distance, because I don't think Mario Barrios is gonna have a punch dangerous enough to really. Oh, yes, he can. He could come forward. Oh, that's hard. I think I'm gonna take Mario Barrios. I'm gonna say Mario Barrios, but Manny Pacquiao should be able to hold his own, and he's gonna shock a lot of people to where they respect the matchup in the first place, and his rating will still be a 10, because who the fuck is doing what he's doing? So shout out to bro, he's cooking, and you're cooking as well, making it this far in the video. I appreciate y'all and y'all's perfect attendance and the traction I've been getting, man. I really appreciate it, and I really do want to give y'all the best content possible. So we gonna keep doing what we gonna do. Most importantly, we gonna stay true. Y'all find something to get on to. I got a blunt to finish. I never be smoking in these videos, so hopefully I can drop this habit. I'm just yapping right now. All right.